Alright folks, this is the review a lot of you guys have been pestering me to do. I got this around 2 weeks ago. We are filming this in 4K. Not sure if it's going to make a big difference. I just have the feature now on my camera, so we're going to test it out here. This is the Milwaukee M18 Fuel High Torque Impact Wrench, model number 2763-20. This is a bare tool. You can get this in a kit, I believe with either 1 battery or 2 battery. I think they offer both. Not really sure, but it has up to 700 foot-pounds of fastening torque, 1100 foot-pounds of nut busting torque, and 2 times more runtime. I guess that's affiliated with their battery. Yeah, so let's crack her open and take a look. Alright, so here it is out of the box. Obviously you got the impact wrench. Got a little brochure here with all their M18, NN, their M12 tools, fuel, everything they kind of offer in their platform. 12 volt and 18 volt. Got some kind of win contest here, I'm sure. 1 in 10 wins a shirt. And then you got your operator's manual right here. So, the first thing that I notice about this, it's heavier than the DeWalt. I'm going to be honest with you. And obviously, if you know anything about these impact wrenches between the Milwaukee and the DeWalt, they're the two major players in this high torque impact wrench category. I mean, Makita makes them, Bosch makes them. You know, everybody makes a high torque one. These are the two big ones because they're around 700 foot-pounds. Makita just came out with their brushless impact wrench, high torque. Pretty much now there's 3 players in this big one. There's other players, of course, but I want to basically focus on the Milwaukee and the DeWalt. It seems to be substantially heavier. And then again, like I said, if you know anything between it, the Milwaukee has 2 speeds, not 3 like the DeWalt. So that's one feature that, you know, let me get this off. It's one feature that you kind of have to decide over. Like with me, you know, I've had this DeWalt now for 6 months. The major reason I got the DeWalt over the Milwaukee was because it had the 3 speeds. Pretty much that's it. No other reason at all. I did notice, you know, it was a little bit lighter. But let's go over it real quick. Like I said, real nice, comfortable impact. A little heavy, but you know, you're working with a high torque impact wrench. I'm going to give you a little heads up. You know the compact Milwaukee brushless. I did a review on it. You know, it's the compact one, has 200 foot-pounds of torque, or maybe 220. Anyway, this power, this 700 foot-pounds of torque, next year is going to be available. It's going to look just like that compact one. Don't ask me how they're going to do it, but they're going to get 700 foot-pounds into that compact Milwaukee impact size. So they're pretty much gonna, you know, if you're thinking about getting this, just remember in a year you're gonna have the same amount of power in half the weight and half the size. So something to think about. Milwaukee's really getting aggressive. They got a lot of new products coming out, products that I think they're gonna blow you away. You know, DeWalt is kind of beating them to the punch a little bit, as we know. They got a lot of stuff coming out, and, you know, it seems like DeWalt is coming out with this stuff, and then Milwaukee's following. I think Milwaukee's trying to change that a bit and start, you know, with their own innovation and stuff, and, you know, trying to lead the pack a little bit. But, we're going to weigh these two. I want to go over, these are the two. We're going to be doing a battle to see which one reigns supreme. Now, again, it's only going to be based on power. There's a lot of things to consider other than what impact wrench can sink a lag bolt in quicker. Okay, it shouldn't really be the main reason why you buy an impact wrench. And it really isn't, because if you have DeWalt batteries, you're not going to switch over to Milwaukee to get an impact wrench. But just looking at them, you can kind of tell the Milwaukee has a little bit bigger footprint. It's a little bit longer. We're going to, as you can see, I got this in 4K. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, this is a little bit better. Let's match them up though. Right about even there. Right about even there. And yeah, not much of a difference. Yeah, I don't know. It looks bigger. I mean, you can't really tell from this view. But from this view, the DeWalt does seem, you know, less bulky, so to speak. I'll try to put them a little bit closer. See, as you can see, the Milwaukee just looks a little bit longer. It is a little bit longer. We're going to weigh them right now, so we'll kind of see which one is lighter. That might be a main selling point for a couple of you people. Not sure, but I am going to do it. But back to this, it's pretty much just like any other. You know, it's pretty basic. I mean, there's really nothing to go over. It's all pretty much, you know, there's no safeties. There's no, you know, reverse, forward. That's pretty much it. The light, we'll test out. We got a 5 amp hour battery here. Bam. Oh, now the light's on. Oh my God. Alright, sorry about that. Gotta bear with me here, man. Alright. Now we're locked in. Like I said, you got 2 speeds. The DeWalt has 3. Speed 1. Alright, now we're gonna go full torque. Speed 2. I mean, it's producing a lot of torque. I can actually feel it kick, and there's a lot of airflow coming out the back. You don't really notice that as much with the DeWalt. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I have a feeling the Milwaukee's going to sink these lag bolts in quicker. It's just, you know, based on pretty much, you know, my history with Milwaukee. They always seem to have the most powerful tools. But we're going to see. That's what makes this fun. Like I said, it's pretty basic, you know, forward and reverse. You got the 2 speeds down here. We're going to use a 5 amp hour battery. Got a full charge. This is how you switch from speed 1 to speed 2. There's a button right there. Pretty basic. The light, not bad. Oops, sorry about that. I'm going to count. You probably got a 10-second delay. Could be 15 seconds. Yeah, probably a 10-second delay. Again, I'm not going to really do a comparison with the DeWalt. It's basically, the comparison is going to be on another video. We're going to sink some lag bolts, but I am going to weigh these real quick. So let me get my scale, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so we got the scale ready. We're not going to put a battery on these. This is going to be bare tool, but, you know, that's it. Start with the Milwaukee. Alright, we're looking at 5 pounds, 8.8 ounces. Okay? 5 pounds, 8.8 ounces. Now we got the DeWalt. 5 pounds, 7.4 ounces. Alright, there it is. I'm running out of time. DeWalt's a little bit light. Alright, so there's not that much difference between the two weight-wise. You know, pretty much an ounce and some change. Not a big deal. Again, like I said, it feels a little bit heavier to Milwaukee, and I doubt that 1 ounce makes a difference. It's just, maybe it's a little bit more top-heavy. There's certain different ways the weight could be distributed, but, you know, I expected the Milwaukee to weigh a little bit more. Like, more than 1 ounce heavier. It just seems a little bit heavier. Not sure why. Yeah, I mean, who knows? It's pretty close. Obviously, we weighed them, and that's the official result. So, again, it looks a little bit longer, but that could just be the way, you know, this metal head on it here looks compared to the DeWalt. You know, there's a couple more safety points on the DeWalt, it looks like, to kind of protect this. They do make a cover for this, for the Milwaukee. I don't know if they make one for the DeWalt. Again, I'm sure you might be able to find one, I'm not sure, but they do make a cover because this area tends to get scratched up real bad. Not sure why they don't have this. It's called a boot. Milwaukee does make a boot for this. Not sure why, you know, they can't put a rubber, put like a rubber molding on this. I'm just not quite sure. You know, there is some rubber points here, but it doesn't really look like it's going to protect. It looks like it's going to hit these points before it hits this. With the DeWalt, it looks like it's going to actually hit this rubber before it would hit these two little, you know, screw points. But again, major stuff, you know, minor stuff, excuse me. It's nothing that's going to make you decide one from another. Like I said, if you're in one platform, you're going to stick with that platform. But for the new guy, or if somebody has both of the batteries, they may be like, you know what, this one's a little bit lighter, it's got 3 speeds, blah, blah, blah. But you know what, I don't care. I want to see the power. I want to see how much more power the Milwaukee has. So, like I said, real quick video, just introducing it. The Milwaukee high torque impact wrench, brushless, fuel, number 2763. Real nice impact wrench. Again, pretty much probably going to be the last impact wrench you really need to get. You know, with the 2 speeds, you know, it's a big change. You know, that's the big thing. You know, with 2 speeds, and especially with the Milwaukee, because speed 1 is really, you know, a low RPM, low foot-pound of torque setting. I'm going to put out the official results. It'll be popping up along this video, you know, the weight and stuff like that, and RPM and torque. But, you know, going from probably 100 foot-pounds to 700 foot-pounds is a big kind of jump. And with the DeWalt, you kind of have like 100, then it goes to like 350, and then you got the 700. So, again, I don't know if that's DeWalt's, you know, specs on it, but I'm just kind of telling you, you know, there's you know, the variations between a 3-speed and a 2-speed. You kind of have a little bit more play instead of going from 100 foot-pounds up all the way up to 700 real quick. So there's really no middle ground. But they are coming out, like I said, Milwaukee's coming out with a lot of new stuff. They're gonna have, this is gonna be shrunk down to that compact size with 3 speeds next year. Look for it. But you know, again, the major difference between these two is you're going to have to decide if, you know, you want 2 speeds or do you want 3 speed. That's pretty much it. And that's obviously if you're not in either brand, either platform. But again, here's speed 1. I mean, I'd be surprised if it's anything over 150 foot-pounds of torque. Really surprised. I think it's more around 100. But, and then like I said, you're going from that 100 foot-pounds of torque, and you're jumping all the way up to this. And this is crazy amount of air coming out of this thing. So I think just by feeling it, I'm sure the Milwaukee, power-wise, is going to beat the DeWalt. Sorry, DeWalt. Looks like you're going to get beat up here a little bit. But that's about it. Let's we're going to do a review. Are these two going head-to-head? Or more of a challenge with a little bit of a lag bolt challenge. Look for that. But that's about it for the Milwaukee Fuel High Torque Impact Wrench. Home Depot, I believe it's $229. And I believe on Amazon it's $219. I'll put a link below if you're interested. Check it out. Catch you guys on the next one.